Can you take us through the third quarter there? You guys were so hot offensively, and what
Yeah.
was it about that third quarter that just kind of flipped?
Yeah, the first down efficiency, I think, is the main thing to point at. Unfortunately, wasn't. I think we had 3 drives, and I think one of them had like a 5-yard gain. The other 2 were like 1 or 0 on first down, and that's just tough. That defense is good, and if you allow yourself to be behind the sticks like that, they do a good job. Now we had our chances to convert there on third down, and would have liked to get that done still, but you lower your opportunities there when you're starting and behind the sticks like that.
You feel like you got enough in the run game today?
Yeah, you always want to be better in certain areas, certainly. I think those guys would say that they'd like to do a little bit more there in the run game, and I don't think that's an indictment on anything. I think that's just who we are. We want to be able to run the ball, and there were certain times where you wish you could get a little bit more. But listen, the game's changed. Games go certain ways where we run for 250, and the passing is a little bit harder, and so we rely on each other. And today it was leaning on the pass game a little bit more.
Hey Jared, 8-6. Still in it though. What's your thoughts on overall where the team sits now?
8-6, still in it. We got 3 games left. We'd like to win all 3 of them. Got to win the first one.
You're probably going to have to win all 3, maybe get a little bit of help too to make the playoffs. Just what gives you confidence that you guys can get on a stretch here and finish it with these last 3?
Yeah, we've got a resilient group, man. We bounce back after things like this, and got a home game in front of our fans. Expect them to bring it for us and find a way to win that one and go to the next. And it'd be nothing better than entering the playoffs off a 3-game win streak, and that's got to be the goal. But again, in order to win 3, you got to win 1, and so we got to focus on that one.
What was working for you guys earlier in the first half that allowed you to jump out to that lead?
Yeah, we were just leaning on them a little bit. I thought there was certain runs that were really good, and then we were throwing it well. Guys were getting open. We were protecting really well, giving me some time there. I was able to get over the top of them a couple times, and it was a solid half, but unfortunately it wasn't enough in the second half for us.
Do you have any personal feelings when you play the Rams at this point?
No.
How do you feel like the pass protection has kind of evolved over the season, particularly in the last couple of games here?
Yeah, it's been ebbs and flows. I think the last few games have been really good. I really do. I think certainly in Dallas was really good, and I thought today was really good for the most part as well. Giving me plenty of time back there, able to get over the top. Like I said, some of these in cuts that we were able to hit. I thought those guys did really well up front.
We rarely see, I think St. Brown and Jamo were the only guys targeted among wide receivers in the first half. Just what changed in the second half? Just because they were cooking at a pretty wild level in that first half there. Did they change anything to stop those guys?
No. I think, again, if you look at those drives, I believe there was 3 of them, or 2 or 3, I don't remember. But, when you're in 3rd and 8 and 10, it's hard. And it's hard to, we want to be able to get in. All it takes for us is a first down. That's what we always say. Just get us that first down, get us a new set of sticks, and things that tend to go from there. And those 2 guys are as explosive as anyone, and being able to get them the ball in space is what we want to do. And we did a good job of that for the most part.
You got you called by Dan there late in the second quarter,
Mm-hmm.
at your 29. He said he knew you guys were going to get it. Just what was it about that play? Was it just
Yeah, a good play we had kind of working on all week, and loved the action there and who it was going to and everything about it with the defense they were playing. And I was confident that one would work.
Screen to St. Brown, that was the second time I believe you guys have scored with that type of play in the last couple of weeks. Or what do you like about that play in that situation? Kind of got to happen on third down.
Yeah, it's one of those where maybe Dan's planning to go for it on 4th. So if I don't know, what were we, like 3rd and 5 from the 8 or something like that. So if we were able to get to 4th and 1, probably go for it. So it's a good call for that reason. It was a perfect call there. They brought 0 pressure, and a screen into 0 is as good as it gets, and Saint did the rest.
What do you feel like is the identity of this team? So you look at your first couple of years, I was trying to develop something. You come in this year with high expectations, now you're fighting this role. It's like every season been kind of different. But what do you feel like the identity of this year's Lions team is?
Yeah, we're resilient. I hope I can give you a really good answer in a few weeks. But we're resilient. We really are, and I expect us to bounce back from this. And we still have plenty of stuff in front of us. We do, and we've got a great group that can win a championship here, and we know that. And we just have to stick together and not allow some of the narratives to pull anything apart. And our captains need to step up. Our leaders need to step up and be vocal and have energy, and not anything that I don't expect us to do. But yeah, we got to show that resilience a few more times here.